Okay, we are back. More Space Marines. What's up, folks? My name is Shreds. This is Top 9 Productions. We are loading because I restarted. Because the game glitched out on me, and I was annoyed by it. So we are reloading in here. Let's see if we can get this to not glitch out on us and waste some more of our time. I think I actually die somewhere in here. I might have cut it out. I don't know. But it's still good times either way. Killing some orcs, making them explode with a giant hammer. It's all good times. Boom! That happened. Deal with it. That's how we do on the internet. Okay, let's see if we can get the event spawn. Yep, there he is. I saw him. Okay, so we are good. Didn't actually do a cutscene, but I saw his little green shield of I'm a jerkness. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what the name of it is. But I'm gonna call it I'm a jerkness. That's what a shield is made of. They kind of make it look like, on the character model at least, that it's some form at least derived from voodoo. But I don't know the canonical term for what they do is. Having issues with the terrain there. I decided instead of jetpacking, I'm just gonna leg it. Trying to stun this guy and grab his health. Ended up stunning a bunch of other guys at the same time. It's kind of odd. It looks like they're all kneeling to me. Just ripped him in half. Going for more of those executions, because that's what Space Marines do. I just kind of tone out the guy yelling all the time. You hear it so often during the fights like this, you just don't listen to it. Now that I'm playing this in retrospect, it was kind of obnoxious. You ready for that home run? Boom! It's out of here! Alright. Getting excited because I'm beating up orcs. That's what happens. Landed on that guy's head. I'm sure he didn't enjoy that. Eventually I'll come to the realization that these guys will keep spawning until I kill the guy with the I'm a jerk shield. But I think I'm just farming them for fun. I don't know. But eventually I realize it. I don't even need to execute that guy for health. Just showing off. Last time we talked about some Arkham City and some Skyward Sword, Legend of Zelda. I'm really looking forward to those games. The next one in the series that I'm looking forward to after those two is the next Assassin's Creed game. I've played all of them multiple times. I really like that series. It's one of those game series that I've taken days off of work for just to play. So it may be that situation again, although that comes out late November the 30th, I believe, which will be the week after the release of Skyward Sword, so I don't know when I'm going to have time to play it. Ow, cat just bit my foot. Bastard. I don't know when I'm going to have time, if I'm doing all this awesome playing on Skyward Sword. Who knows? Fighting with a cat. But I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. It's not for you to worry about. I did try the beta for Assassin's Creed Revelation, the multiplayer. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if I would play it a whole bunch. I might do a gameplay of that because it was it was unique. So we'll see. If I get a good game of that and I happen to be recording, I'll post that up and commentate over what I think of the multiplayer and whatever else is going on in the world / me life at that point. I'm trying to think. There's nothing really going on in December, at least as far as last time I checked. So I'll probably just use that as catch-up time because I will most likely get behind on games. one of those harsh realities of having a 40 hour per week full-time job and trying to run a YouTube channel. Just get behind. Hopefully at some point I can actually get a laptop so I can do editing, you know, on the fly instead of having to wait till I get home to work on it. That would make things a lot better. So if anybody wants to send me a laptop, you know, let me know. And I'll gladly produce videos quicker. That kind of awkward silence there. Anyway, but that's not for you guys to worry about. That's something I need to talk to about with the Top Knot Finance Department, which is also me. Because, you know, I'm the only one in it at the moment. I'm not really working to grow my brand or anything, because I don't think of this as a business. I think of this as something I do to give myself a challenge. Something I do to kind of get out there and spread the video game word, as it were. It kind of has religious connotations, but that's not really what I see it as. Not religious at all. It's like I get a trophy for Death from Above. Stamp that rock and get some health. I'm not gonna go into any rants on this. But there we go, we got through there. We just had to kill the green glowy guy with the shield of I'm a jerkness. And I believe we get quite a vista here in a second. It did start doing this later on in the game. The first couple hours, it didn't actually have loading segments. So it was kind of odd that you just get a little later on in the game and it starts loading. The engine doesn't change, the graphics don't change. If anything, it would just be loading larger areas. Like you can see as I look up, this is loading a fairly large area, but it's all pre-animated. It doesn't actually have to render anything out, other than what's all there. So I'm not sure why it would have to have the loading. It's not going to be doing real-time calculations or anything. I don't know. Just something I noticed. And you guys will probably notice it now that I've pointed it out more. Especially if I continue to point it out. I don't think I will, though.
You require air transport to the Calcus facility.
Your Valkyries are the fastest way to reach it. We have no time to spare.
Your men are already on board their Valkyrie, and the squadron's ready for liftoff. We'll get you to Calcus with all speed. It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the Orcs.
Okay, so this is essentially going to be the coolest mission in the entire game, and I can say that as I have completed the game, so I know what's to come and what I've already done. But this is the coolest one. Essentially everyone else, my two partners and the Inquisitor, are at another facility already, and I need to take this plane to meet up with them. And because I'm the main objective for the Orcs so far, they are obviously going to come after me. Looks pretty lame so far. And I didn't really realize what was going on until about halfway through this little level. But these orcs have essentially strapped rockets to their backs and are rocketing towards you to try and kill you. It's just like the sheer awesome factor of that and its ridiculousness just makes this the best level ever. And you're just shooting orcs with rockets on their backs. Like, if you have any understanding of physics and, you know, thermodynamics, that should not work. You shouldn't be alive with that amount of heat coming, like, right essentially near your butt. But they don't care. They're just orcs, and they're like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of here with your smarts. And, like, we don't need it. The gun I'm on is the heavy bolter. It's just a standard machine gun. It's mounted right now, I think. It's just the guy pounding on it with his fist. And eventually shoot him off. It was just funny. That one eventually blew up. There's a dropship coming up. So I'm just trying to kill whatever, and then it pushes me out of that mounted position and makes me walk around with the gun. but it still has the ammo quantities of it being unlimited. And again, the fact that you're watching these guys on rockets come up to your ship and just like hang on the side is pretty cool. I was kind of scared, but kind of optimistic because I almost wanted to die to play this level again. But unfortunately it was short, as it's almost over. Shoot him and he goes through the engine. I've heard of bird strike, but orc strike is kind of ridiculous. If you don't know what bird strike is, it's a term they use in avionics where, let's say you have a jet that's taking off or it's flying and they come upon a flock of birds and it gets sucked into an engine. Not a pretty thing, but it happens and the engine like explodes or gets essentially shredded up because it's not supposed to have, you know, bird carcass in it. It's kind of a funny term, bird strike, but that's what it is. This was an interesting little miniature level again. It's pretty much just kind of a race to get to the end of this hallway. You can see the large tower at the back. You have to get back there. There's 2 other towers with snipers on them. That's what's going to end up doing the most damage to me. I think I die a couple times. I don't remember. But this video is coming to close, so you'll probably see me die. Angel of Death. I should check and see what these trophies are actually for. I had never looked at them. I just alright, got a trophy. And moved on. What else? Bird strike was the last thing we talked about. Not really related at all, except for that one example I made. Oh no. Dead. But that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. My name is Shreds. You guys are the audience. I want to thank y'all for joining me. Me love you long time. I look forward to more games with y'all. Catch you later.